good to see so many of you at this event, which each year honors the men and women whose enormous contributions have helped.
The mic.
Is that better?
Yes.
Thank you. It's good to see so many of you at this event, which each year honors the men and women whose enormous contributions have helped to shape and improve our community. My job tonight is to introduce the 2013 Woman of the Year and to build up the suspense by keeping her identity a secret as long as possible. That's hard to do, but I'll try. Here's your first clue. Our new Woman of the Year lives in Kennewick. But that could be many of you sitting in the audience, so that tidbit won't help you too much. The winner is a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. But that clue too probably fits some of you, so perhaps you still don't know. Let's try another. This year's winner is a great cook and a wonderful hostess. But again, so are many of the women in this crowd. Let's narrow her identity with some information the new Woman of the Year probably wouldn't want you to know. Those who knew her best say that as a child, she was a total tomboy, and that she could outrun most of the boys in her extended family. Does that help? Here's a clear giveaway. When she was outrunning her cousins, her favorite game was dueling spiders on a stick. That's right, dueling spiders on a stick. I don't think I've ever played that. In case you still don't know, let's try this. The woman we honored here tonight loves bling. And she wouldn't be caught in a Tri-City windstorm without her earrings, scarf, and snappy shoes. Her grandmother was a beauty queen and the fashion influence in her life. Maybe those are enough trick clues, so let me be more specific if you haven't guessed. This woman has involved herself in nearly every civic organization in the Tri-Cities, and her goals have always been the same: to give back to the community she has called home since 1972. Our new honoree embodies every trait that the women of the Kennewick Woman of the Year possess, and she has them in spades. Unpaid public service is the priority judges consider in her selection, and this woman does that every day in ways both large and small. In addition to being a giver, this woman is also an investor, a savvy businesswoman, a property owner both in downtown and elsewhere in Kennewick. She puts money where her heart of gold is to ensure the city stays a vibrant retail center. She is a role model, loved and loving, and tireless in helping others achieve their best selves. In a letter dated today, Governor Jay Inslee says this woman's accomplishments are exceptional. You have been an ever-present source of energy and enthusiasm, investing your time and resources wherever needed, galvanizing support for important causes, and truly modeling a humble and selfless heart for serving equally. Examples of her service are: she has been involved in leadership roles in the Mid-Columbia Arts Council, March of Dimes, ARC, Lions Club, the Washington State Mint Association, Children's Reading Foundation, Safe Harbor Crisis, Domestic Violence Services, and co-chaired the Mayfest at St. Joseph School. She co-chaired fundraising efforts along with the late Billie Jean Lamson to build the Tri-City Cancer Center. She co-founded the Trios Health Foundation, formerly KGH, and currently supports it and the hospital with her time, talents, and resources. She is an advocate for higher education and hosted and mothered dozens of foreign exchange students. She also served 5 years as a Columbia Basin College Board of Trustee. She authored a cookbook, Thai Cuisine at its Best, that's widely used in this area, and she isn't even Thai. Perhaps by now I've given you clues you need to identify this year's women, but let me tell you more about her. She was an only child. She was smart as a whip and was class valedictorian through high school. She was an academic scholarship student at the University of the Philippines and graduated from there with honors. She completed her nursing degree in the Philippines at the top of her class and moved to Newark, New Jersey for post-training, where she worked as a nurse in the open heart unit. It was there she met a dashing pediatric resident and her future husband. Do you know now who I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm not done yet, because there's some more I need to share. The winner is a guide extraordinaire who has traveled the world, often taking with her friends who try, but cannot keep up with her get up and go. She's fondly called the Energizer Bunny, and I think half of you know already, maybe more. She loves to boogie and has memorized just about every song that was ever written. Numerous testimonial letters spoke of this woman's boundless energy, of the fabric of her character that shines out of love for others, of her grace and kindness, her humility, dignity, and generous heart. She is a cheerleader for those causes she believes in. She is a world-class friend and a cancer survivor. An example of this woman's character and her generosity to others is this story told by a Vietnamese manicurist who is now a mother of twins and living in Pasco. When I had my babies, the woman said, I didn't know her, but she heard that we had so little to give them. So she provided my twins with formula for 2 years. Another says of this year's winner, her actions speak much louder than words ever could. She has done so much for so many in such a quiet manner. She gets things done. This year's winner is irresistible, and since she does not admit to fatigue, aches, or pains, you can't quit when you're with her. Another said, to know this woman, this year's Woman of Achievement, is to become a volunteer. It is a full throttle ride, and you will emerge a warrior in her army. Exhausted and exhilarated, incandescent and inspiring. That describes this year's winner. Simply put, Kennewick is a better place to live because of this year's winner, said one. The selection judges agreed with Wanda Briggs and Nancy Kerr, who nominated this year's winner, and we think you will too. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Josie Wannarachue.